Good morning. Maybe I should like set this down. I'm gonna do a little chit chat really quick. I'm gonna use my old smoothie cup from Equinox. Great stuff. Literally like this old smoothie to throw it away. But it is Friday morning, y'all. What a day. So basically one of my classes got canceled today, and then the one right after it's like it's my econ class. Yes, I'm taking this like econ class and I'm like the only girl in it. It's just but it's basically like, I'll explain the class more later, but just sum it up, it's not irrelevant right now. It's just an econ class, but it's all like lectures, so like it's all like direct, and he's just the professor. Love that man. Like, I hope he, like, so far, I mean, love is a big word to use, but he like puts up all his lecture notes, and like they all have like, it's like organized so nicely. I swear he's a Virgo, and like everything's like italicized and bolded, and just make me, the notes are just like so crisp and clean. Some professors literally look like they type something up in like Google Docs on like shrooms and like send it to you. It's like, huh? This is like just so nice. So those I don't really need to go to that necessarily, because it's kind of like, I don't know, I feel like I understand. I feel like maybe it comes easier to me in a sense because like I like, you know, like run the business with my mom and then do my own, like run my own business and stuff. So maybe it's like a lot of the concepts I already know because I've had to learn along the way as like a business owner or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like you learn it like yourself along the way. So a lot of the stuff, it's like it's like not common sense, but I already had direct like hands-on experience with, so I know how it works. And other stuff I already took in high school, AP economics, so that class, like I feel like I have a good general understanding of like a ton of the graphs and stuff like that already. And then plus I feel like I've had a lot of like hands-on experience and stuff I've learned through experience and through, you know, like running my mom's shop and then doing all my website stuff and the guide stuff and coaching. And now like especially recently, it's kind of crazy how it aligned with the hoodies, with all me going back and forth with the suppliers and things like that and everything like that. Like basically that whole experience and everything, I feel like I've learned a lot of the info. Anyway, I don't know why I'm getting such a tangent. So that class, I'm just like, am I really gonna drive to that one class? And then the next class is like a discussion based class, and so yeah, I don't know, you can like pick on Fridays, you can like come and discuss, or you can post online. So I'm just gonna post online today. So I figured like, why am I gonna drive for like technically like one class I don't really like need? I don't know, like I guess I can give you my logic. I always feel like I have to explain everything, but I kind of really like need to go. I have kind of have a lot. It's kind of basically like, I'll talk about this first really quick and then I'll talk about something else. But basically this face mask I've been obsessed with lately. I don't know why, like I kind of like want to wear it like this, even though it's like unnecessary. But anyway, this is a pajama. Like my mom and I have this tradition where every year she gets me up, we get matching Victoria's Secret pajamas, or she buys me a pajama and she buys herself a pajama, and like every year we get like matching ones for Victoria's Secret. This is like our third year doing it. We started 2 years ago. I love it so much. This year it's plaid. I know, very wholesome, but basically you guys know I love Teami, and I genuinely love Teami, and I did do like maybe I think a collaboration with them in the past, but I genuinely like love the brand. I always have the tumbler with me. I drink it even when I'm not posting about it. But I found out that they had masks, and I was like, first of all, you guys know I love masks. You guys say I mask too much, but when I found out my favorite tea company had masks, I decided to try it out. So this is the detox mask, and this has matcha, lemongrass, and clay. And basically it says that they're 75% organic, so very nice. And it's very, very gentle. So like you just unscrew it's like a paste. I have like a mask brush. It's like, you can just get a fan brush. That's what I use if you want to feel a little more, you know. And just dip it in water and then circle around and put it on my face. And it's very, very gentle, but I really like love what it does to my skin. It makes my skin super soft after. Like it almost like kind of gets rid of like any gross like maybe layers or like just like crustiness or just anything in your skin that's kind of like an impurity. Kind of like removes that. But it's super, super gentle. It kind of brightens my skin a little bit. It makes it so much softer, and apparently like it's supposed to over time help with like small lines and stuff to, you know, like remove that. But the thing is, it's really gentle, so you can use it 4 times a week or even more. It says on the website, so that's what I like, because some are more abrasive. It's like a once or twice a week thing. Even some scrubs are a once or twice a week thing, but I like this. I can use this one a lot. And actually what I've been doing is I've been keeping it in the fridge, and so that way I can put it on in the evening or in the morning. Today I'm doing it in the morning. It's like a refresher. In the evening after like a long day, if I like woke up, worked out, had class, it's just like really nice if you're kind of in the same shoes or you have class or work, just to come home and put this on your face. It's like cold and refreshing, or even in the morning, it's super great. And Teami is incredible, and I worked with them before, so they're gonna give me a discount code. It's just Polina. I'll have the percentage it gives you off down below, but they're gonna give you guys a nice deal on it. I've just been really loving it. I figured I'd share. I think it's really reasonably priced. I think the ingredients are incredible. I think it's like very gentle. It's just like, there's not a lot of like, you know, there's a lot of chemicals and certain stuff, and you're like, what do I put in my face? It's very like light, natural, and straightforward, and it's not tested on animals, and it's made in the US. It's just a really, really great product. So if you're looking to kind of just like maybe make your skin a little bit brighter and softer and like clear up some of the kind of like impurities, and then help obviously with lines over time, and then I would definitely check out this mask. But that's I'll have a link for that down below. But also, what was I chatting about? Oh, I think I was chatting about, so basically I'm reading this book right now. It's called, oh my gosh, I'm reading like 3 or 4 books at once, which is kind of like a lot, I know, but like I just want to like know all of them. But it's called Project, and people are asking on Twitter what books I'm reading right now. I'm reading Awaken the Giant Within by Tony Robbins. I do a chapter a day. I'm also reading this book. I'm finishing up the Yogi's Guide to Inner Engineering, and then I just started this other book. Let me grab that really quick. And then I'm also reading this book. It's called Biology, the Truth and Lies About Why We Buy, a fascinating look at how consumers perceive logos, ads, commercial brands, and products. I find this interesting because I also am like a consumer like everyone, and you know, like I know what kind of things work on me, but I want to know like the detailed tactics. I think it'd be interesting to see, so then you can kind of be more aware of it and like use it maybe like in your own life. I think it's just really useful, and everyone who's like read it, like in the reviews on Amazon, say it's really easy to read, but also very fascinating. So yeah, these are the main 2 I'm trying to focus on, plus a chapter a day, plus just wrapping up the yoga book, which the whole point is just like, it's really nicely, beautifully written in the beginning about consciousness, spirituality, and then it really gets into like the impacts yoga has on your life. So I'm trying to implement more of that. I also want to do I do Pilates every Sunday, if you noticed on my Instagram story. Hi, baby. Someone's like, did you lick your cat? And I did, well, one day. But I want to also start doing it like 1 more day a week. So I think Thursday mornings, instead of like an equinox workout, I might just do like Pilates reformer, because my body gets like really tired of just doing like a ton of cardio and weights, and I feel like it's just so nice to stretch out and relax. And yes, I'm really excited about that. Where are you going? But basically what I'm talking about here, which I think a lot of books mimic this whole concept, but it's like you either have, there's a bunch of phrases and like it can be rephrased. Basically what I'm talking about in this book, it's like, basically the whole thing is like you have 3 priorities or you have none. Some people say 4, some people say 5, 3, whatever. But I think that that's just like been like a big, like, I don't know, it's probably my Mars and Virgo combined with my Gemini. Like I want to get a ton of stuff done, and I want to do it in the most productive way possible, and I want to, like, I don't know, like, it's just like, I'm like, I want to do more, and I think it's definitely a Gemini thing. My mom's also told me, but also like because of my Mars and Virgo, it's like very strong. Like I really want to like organize. Like yesterday, I think I had like a little like mini learning lesson yesterday. So yesterday I like made this insane to-do list. I started the vlog, and then I just like, I'll explain what happened. So I made this like to-do list that was like probably what someone would want, maybe aspire to do in like 3 or 4 days. I was like, I can do it all in one day. I was like, I can wake up at 5:30, I can do this whole thing. So like I started my day, I started doing everything, and I got like 99% of it done, but I was just like so, like, I was like so tired, and like basically like I was exhausted, I wasn't in a good mood, I was getting sensitive, I was getting irritable, I was like shook, I was like, in the middle of the day, like I cried for like 20 minutes because I was just like so overwhelmed. And it was like a big realization moment for me. Like I'm not like upset about it, it was fine. Like it made me realize like that like productivity isn't even about like doing a ton of stuff. It's about like doing the things you do with like a great amount of attention and energy. And I feel like a lot of times we're like, I want to do this and this and this, and I just was like, I want to get all of this stuff done, I just want to get it all out of the way. And I'm like, one day I can do it, even though that it's just like, first of all, it was so like unreasonable to even try to do that, even though I did get it done, but like it was like insane. I also had an evening class yesterday, which is my drug class, which I really like, which I'll talk about. But basically, sorry, this is gonna be a very chatty vlog, as we can tell. But basically, it's like more important to, I've always known this about myself, and all my friends tell me this. Ollie always tells me this same thing Sam always tells me this. Like all my friends tell me the same thing. Like I try to do so much. It's like sometimes like insane. Like I don't even, and I'm not trying to like toot my own horn at all. It's like almost like a flaw, because like it's like unreasonable, and then I'll get upset at myself. Like I'll genuinely set such high expectations for myself in one day, like insane, and maybe my mom will be like, maybe you should spread that out, and then I won't like finish one thing on the list of like 26 things, and I'll get really hard on myself. Like I've gotten really upset with myself. I'm kind of hard on myself in general with stuff, because I just like have such standards. I think probably comes from like childhood stuff, because I was really like, I was in school, I've talked about this before, but in elementary, middle, and high school I was like a perfectionist. Like I had to get all A's, like I had to take as many AP classes as possible. I had to take all honors. I had to get the perfect grade. I would cry in like my AP physics class if I wouldn't get 100% on a test. Like I was like such a it was so unhealthy, and it completely, like I was not like, clearly I was not like happy when I was like so like obsessing over minuscule details. Now I'm like so much more, I would say like first I'm a completely different person, but I would say in general I'm very at ease and very at peace. I'm like more like, I'm not as perfectionistic, but I still have this like thing in me where I just want to do a ton of stuff, and it's like just sometimes like you just have to have like priorities. Like it's like I kind of like agree with maybe it could be 3 to 5, but I feel like yeah, you either have 3 like to 5 or you have none. And I think just like really realizing like what's like super important to you. Hi, do you want to sit on my lap? Come here, come here. It's like super important. Basically he talks about in this book about every week to set 3 like big goals of like what you're gonna do that week, just like 3 things, like regular, and then like 3 personal, and then obviously like automate the things that you normally do. So like let's say working out, you want to like automate that. Like you'd be like, oh, every morning between these times I go work out, or you could set a specific time. And I've also found that I need to like stop like setting a specific time. Like yes, on average I should be waking up at 6:30, but if one day like I got home later because of class, or I went to grab like groceries after class because there's a Whole Foods really close, and after my Thursday night class I could grab some groceries. I love my little acrobat. Some groceries sometimes. So like then maybe like I could wake up like a little later the next day, like 7:30. I know this like sounds so crazy, but like do you see like the small things I'm like hard on myself about? And like obviously I love researching a lot of stuff about productivity and stuff, because I'm just like managing sometimes like a lot of stuff. Like for example, you know, I'm sure you guys know, like I with like co-founding like my mom's bracelet thing, like I help her with that all the time, and my own website with like the guides and the monthly guides, and then coaching, which I only do like 1 or 2 a week now. I'll start doing more in probably the summertime actually, but and then I have like a weekly meeting, like I said, with my assistant, making sure that everything's going smoothly. Then I just launched these hoodies and I'm working on more stuff, and then like I'm also like also in class, like also in school full time, plus like trying to like make sure I'm eating healthy and getting groceries, working out every day, like focusing on like reading, spirituality, like seeing my friends, relationships, like things like that, like you know what I mean. And so, and I'm not like complaining at all. Everyone has a ton of responsibilities. I do not think I'm the only one with a ton of responsibilities. I'm sure some of you go to school and work and like maybe, you know, like pets or kids or whatever, like have like a ton of stuff. I think that everyone has a ton of things on their plate. I don't ever think that like, I don't think it's like, you know what I mean? It's not, someone isn't better because you have more responsibilities. Like I don't think that's true at all. But I'm saying when you do have more responsibilities, I find it very important to like learn how to be the most productive. And I think that like he talks about the definition of productivity a lot, which I really liked. Maybe I think this kind of like really, she's sitting on my lap. Beep, beep. Like I was like taking so many notes yesterday. Like here's some just like quote, but I'll tell you like the general thing, but basically she talked about how it's like not how much you do, but like how much attention, energy, and like how well you do a few things. Like it's better to do 2 things in one day like super well, like with full energy, full attention, like than to do like 86 things but you're like not even there mentally. Like, you know when you like sometimes go somewhere you're not even there but you like are going because you have to go. Like it's like sometimes it's like that, and that's just like unhealthy. So it's almost better to do less things but to do those things well. That's kind of been a big realization for me, because sometimes I'm like I'll try to do so much and then I'm kind of like split thin like across all that stuff, versus like if I did a few things like I could fully be present there. And so I'm kind of trying to apply that whole like 3 goals like general and then 3 personal, plus the 3 like main things I want to get done in that one day, and I don't feel overwhelmed. Like for example, when I first woke up this morning, I literally wrote out like 30 things I wanted to do today, and then I like got so overwhelmed and I was like, Polina, like this isn't like you, like do the 3 things. I wrote out the 3 things, and then like, you know what I mean, and then I just, the other stuff, like I found other ways like I could do it, like, or just I'm like don't need to get that stuff done like exactly now, just focus on like 3 main things. So I was like, I'll do this, this, this. I have like a sign up here, it's really cute, so she's just like on the trash can, like trying to touch it. But that's made me feel a lot better. So I think I'm gonna start doing the 3 things every day plus the 3 like the week thing, and it makes you feel so much better. And then for example, I was like upset because I wanted to read today, but I really don't have like that much time because like of the other stuff I have to get done. But I was like, oh, like this evening I'm getting my hair done with my mom, and I was like, I can bring my book there and like read there. Like it's all works out, especially when you're just like not like psychotic on yourself. So that's basically a learning lesson I had, and like, I don't know, like I'm sure maybe with you guys, like I can apply that to your life, like if you're like in school or work or whatever, like, you know what I mean, especially if you have, or family or kids or pets, like it's like a lot of stuff to manage. And I feel like kind of like finally just like giving yourself that peace, like it's like I was the one who was like anticipating getting all of this stuff done, and sometimes like it's necessary, and sometimes you just need to make like adjustments. Like for example, I was kind of one of those people who always wanted to do everything myself. I was like, I want to do myself, like I don't want to like I don't want to take the time out to do this or to do this, but like taking the time out to train one person, like, which yeah, that at first is like an investment of time, but later it'll save you so much more time. Yes, girl, stretch. She's like, is this the Pilates reformer class? But so I just find that like very important to like, and to see if like there's better ways to do stuff, like, you know what I mean? And I think it's also a really big difference between being like, oh, I'm being lazy, or really realizing that you need to change something in your schedule. Like it's like one thing if you know you're being lazy, or versus like, let's say you like aren't well rested. It's like, okay, well, and then you don't want to do something. Well, it's like, well, why am I not well rested? Did I not go to bed early? Like, was there a valid reason why I didn't get to go to bed early? And if like, for example, you wanted to hang out with your friends, like that could be a valuable reason. Like your friendships could be one of your main values in life. And for me, I really believe friendships and relationships are like the #1 most important thing in your life. And like so many studies show, but like connection is like the most important thing to humans. Like it's the most thing that gives you purpose and like belonging. Like that's above everything. Like that's like the most, I don't know, like I find that to be the most like important, you know what I'm saying? And so then it's like, okay, then maybe could you pull it back, or could you lift that time you started hanging out with them? Or maybe like maybe you could move that to a different day where you wouldn't need to be up as early in the following morning. It's just like all about making adjustments. I don't think there's one cookie cutter way to do anything. Like I don't think that someone can give you the formula, like wake up and do the miracle 5 a.m. morning. Like I don't think that works for everyone. Like I don't think for me it would personally work, you know what I mean? Because I just wouldn't, I know I would get tired even if I went to bed early, and then I wouldn't be as productive with my tasks. I'd be irritable in the end. I wouldn't get as much done nor that well, versus if I slept an extra 1 or 2 hours, was in a better mood, did everything with full energy. And so this is really like just a discussion. Like I don't ever want you guys to feel like I'm here coming with like the truth, like here's a hack, like here's how to do it. Like I'm just genuinely like living my life like just like everyone else, and just like reflecting. Like I don't think I have the answers. I don't think I have like the solution to everything. I think I have great suggestions maybe, and maybe you can learn from my experiences, but like in the end it's just kind of like a learning and growing thing. And I think that's kind of like what's like kind of beautiful about being human. But like seriously, you're always learning and growing and learning and growing, and I'm sure a year from now like I'll have even more like methods or ways or things that I've like realized or learned how to do stuff. And so yeah, that's basically it. I just today need to edit 2 vlogs. I'm just gonna put my energy into like editing those, getting those up, doing a little description, thumbnails for those, cleaning up my apartment, and then in the evening I'm going, like I said, to get my hair done with my mom. And so that's that. We also need to go to bed early this evening because I need to clean my apartment a little more after this, because tomorrow morning we're waking up super early for a seminar, for the Abraham Hicks seminar, and I really like, I need to wake up at like, it's kind of annoying, but I literally need to wake up at like 5 basically. And so I really want to get in bed by like 9. How many hours is that? That's 8 hours, right? Honestly, if I want to get in bed by like 8, but I don't know if I'll be back on the hair appointment because it's at 4. So that's that. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what your thoughts are. I'm gonna I've had this mask on for like, you can keep it on for like 10-15 minutes. I like to keep it on for like 30. I'm gonna wash this off and do my makeup really quick. Also, I've been using like the Lancer eyelash serum. Only my 2nd day, but I've been really liking it so far. Like, I know I can't really tell results, but like I put it on morning and night, so I'm just kind of curious if you know if there's like an estimated delivery date, or if it's in shipping, or any information on that. Yes, it is US 411.
Did you not do her hair? Oh wow. Exactly.
How do you not?
I'm getting a juicer. I love them.
Ooh. A little round brush. What are your thoughts on the boar brush?
I love the boar brush.
Really? Do you use one?
I do. I usually use it for someone who has like tough hair, like
Yeah.
for hair to blow dry. It makes it so shiny, so smooth.
Do you use it on me or no? Sometimes?
Sometimes.